If you wake up with gas, bloating, or a tight belly, your gut is telling you it's overwhelmed. And after you turn 70, that warning is far more serious than most people realize. The gut you've lived with your entire life, it just does not behave the same after 70. It slows down, it stiffens, and it loses nearly 40% of its natural movement. That's why discomfort shows up in ways you never noticed in your younger years. Your stomach swells after small meals. You feel pressure sitting right under your ribs. You wake up feeling heavy, even if you barely ate the night before. And yet, most seniors just assume this is normal. But the new research tells a different story. Your gut is not shutting down. It's asking for help. And the kind of help it needs. It's not complicated. It's not expensive. And it's not harsh. It simply needs the right environment, at the right hours of the night, for a few nights in a row. That's what makes this 5-night reset so powerful. Because while you sleep, something extraordinary happens inside your digestive tract. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your gut enters its repair window. The lining begins to rebuild. Healthy bacteria multiply. The liver starts to pull toxins from your bloodstream. But this miracle only happens when inflammation is low, when your gut is moving smoothly, and when it isn't fighting against trapped air or leftover food from the day. When those things get in the way, your gut cannot repair itself. It works all night, but it fights instead of heals. That's why you wake up swollen, tired, or acidic. Your gut just didn't get to rest. Seniors often describe it the same way, without even realizing they're all describing the same underlying problem. My belly feels tight in the morning. I feel bloated before I even eat anything. I feel pressure under my ribs when I bend. Or the most common one, I go for days without a proper bowel movement, and then suddenly, everything hits at once. None of these are descriptions of aging. They're descriptions of a gut that is inflamed, dehydrated, and slowed down. And slow guts can be fixed. The key is timing. You have to give your digestive system the right signals at night, not during the day. Here's why. Daytime digestion is all about breaking down food. Nighttime digestion is about repairing what was damaged. And most seniors go to bed with their gut still working overtime. It's still pushing. It's still contracting. It's still fighting gas pockets and straining through leftover meals. When your gut is forced to work during its repair window, inflammation rises. Its movement slows down even more. Toxins can actually reabsorb back into your bloodstream instead of leaving your body, and your liver gets overwhelmed. That's why the first meal of the next day often feels heavy, even if it's something soft and small. Your gut just didn't get to reset, and so the cycle repeats. But when your gut gets even a few nights of proper support, and I'm not talking about starvation or a harsh cleanse or cutting out whole food groups, it repairs extraordinarily fast. Research from the University of Michigan showed that the cells in your gut lining can regenerate every 72 hours when inflammation is reduced. Not in months, not in weeks, in 72 hours. That means a simple 5-night routine can reset a gut that's been struggling for years. When that reset happens, seniors report the same things: a softer stomach, easier mornings, lighter digestion, improved elimination, and a feeling that the body finally let go of something it had been holding. Before we begin night 1, I want you to simply check your own gut for a moment. Relax your stomach completely. Place your fingertips gently just above your belly button. Does the area feel tight? Does it push outward slightly? Does it feel warm? These are all signs of trapped air, congestion, and slowed gut movement. This is not fat. It's not weakness. These are the exact signs this routine is designed to reverse. And now, I want to know something about you, because it changes how I guide you. Do you struggle more with bloating or with constipation? And how many days each week does your gut feel tight or swollen? Share it with me below. I read and reply to every comment personally. Your answers help me tailor this cleanse to your digestive pattern, not just the general symptoms seniors talk about. Your body has its own rhythm. When I know your rhythm, I know how to help it heal faster. Which brings us to night 5. This is the beginning of the reset. We're doing this because night resets always work backward toward the most powerful night. Night 5 prepares your gut for the deeper changes. It reduces inflammation just enough to allow the next nights to work. And it starts with the most overlooked part of gut recovery, calming the gut before sleep begins. Night 5 begins with a specific hydration method. It's designed to reset your gut's movement, not during the day, but exactly when your gut prepares to enter its repair mode. When seniors hydrate incorrectly, the water just sits in the stomach, instead of entering the intestines. That's why you can drink water all day and still feel dry. The technique for Night 5 gives your gut a head start. It helps water bypass the stomach quickly and move into the small intestine, where all that movement begins. And hydration is the foundation for every other night. Because without water in the intestinal lining, nothing else moves. Not nutrients, not waste, not toxins. And this hydration method isn't about drinking more. It's about drinking in a way your gut can actually use. You're going to take 6 slow sips of warm water. Not cold, not lukewarm. It has to be warm. Warm water relaxes the stomach's upper sphincter muscle, and that signals your gut to start moving again. When that muscle tightens up from cold or dryness, digestion can slow by nearly 30%. That's why cold drinks can cause bloating for seniors, even if it seems harmless. Those 6 warm sips open the gate, and when the gate opens, the gut begins to move. But movement without direction won't cleanse you. You need the right ingredient after those sips. You need 1 teaspoon of soluble fiber. This can come from a natural source, like a little bit of cooked apple, some steamed pear, or even warm oats. Soluble fiber forms a gentle gel inside your intestines. This makes the gut muscles contract in a steady, rhythmic pattern. Researchers call this the MMC, or the migrating motor complex. It's basically a wave that clears out everything that got left behind. In seniors, this wave can become weak with age, but soluble fiber before bed helps reactivate it. Without this wave, you wake up bloated. With it, you wake up lighter. Night 5 allows your gut to let go of the previous day. And when that happens, Night 4 becomes possible. This is a night designed to support your liver, because your liver is the organ that quietly determines whether your gut heals or just stays inflamed. When your liver is overloaded, your gut can become inflamed, no matter how perfectly you eat. Seniors often blame food, but the real problem is that the liver isn't clearing the toxins that build up throughout the day. Night 4 focuses entirely on this hidden connection. If you've ever felt pressure under the right side of your ribs, or fatigue after meals, or just a strange heaviness even when your stomach is empty, that's your liver asking for support. And during sleep, especially after 70, your liver becomes the primary detox organ, but only if you give it the right conditions. Night 4 begins with a simple but powerful evening routine. You're going to reduce your digestive load 3 hours before bed. This is not fasting. It's not restricting. You're just giving your gut enough time to finish its work before that repair window begins. When seniors eat too close to bedtime, the gut continues digesting, sometimes until midnight. This steals energy from the liver. But when digestion finishes early, the liver finally gets uninterrupted time to cleanse the bloodstream and reduce inflammation. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that seniors who finish their evening meal earlier can improve their liver's detox efficiency by up to 42%. But Night 4 adds something else, a natural liver support ingredient that improves your bile flow while you sleep. Bile is the fluid your liver uses to break down fats, remove toxins, and lubricate your intestines. Aging slows bile production down dramatically. That's why seniors often feel heavy after meals or see pale stools. The solution is gentle. Just some warm lemon water, about 90 minutes before bed. It's not acidic. It's not irritating. It's just enough citric acid to help your liver release any stagnant bile. When your bile moves, digestion becomes easier the next morning. Bloating reduces, your stomach feels softer, and your gut lining becomes less inflamed. When your liver gets this support on Night 4, something surprising happens. Gas production drops, not because you removed any foods, but because your gut bacteria are settling into a healthier balance. And that sets the stage for Night 3. This is the night that targets your bacteria directly. It gives your gut the kind of reset that probiotics alone just cannot achieve. Night 3 is all about repopulating your gut with the good bacteria that get weaker as you age. Most seniors don't realize this, but after 70, Your gut loses large amounts of those beneficial species like bifidobacteria. These are the ones that regulate digestion, reduce gas, and repair your gut lining. Night 3 uses natural prebiotic foods. I'm not talking about supplements. We use real foods that feed these good bacteria exactly when they grow the fastest, while you're sleeping. And the timing really matters. Prebiotics that are eaten during the day can often cause bloating, but when you eat them before bed, after inflammation has been reduced, they can nourish your good bacteria without the discomfort. A tablespoon of cooked cooled rice, or even half a banana. These contain resistant starch. This starch reaches your colon untouched. There, your beneficial bacteria ferment it slowly, all through the night. This produces something called butyrate. This is a compound that is proven to reduce inflammation in your colon by up to 60%. Butyrate also helps to tighten your gut lining. This prevents toxins from leaking into your bloodstream and causing that fatigue seniors often blame on age. Night 3 also targets peristalsis. That's just the wave-like movement of your intestines, which can slow down dramatically with age. You can stimulate it with a simple breathing technique that takes less than 30 seconds. You inhale gently for 4 seconds. Hold for 2, and exhale for 6. This extended exhale stimulates your vagus nerve, and that, in turn, activates your gut's muscle fibers. When seniors say, "My stomach just feels stuck," it's often the vagus nerve, not the food. And when that vagus nerve wakes up, your morning digestion can transform. Night 3 prepares your gut for night 2. This is the night that targets your small intestine, the forgotten part of senior digestion. And this is where most bloating really begins. Night 2 is where the reset becomes really noticeable. This night focuses on your small intestine. That's the long, winding tube that's responsible for absorbing your nutrients. When its movement slows down, gas gets trapped. When its lining weakens, food can ferment. When its motility, its movement, decreases, which happens naturally with age, seniors feel bloated, even when they haven't eaten much. Night 2 restores that movement with a combination of warmth, gentle motion, and a specific herbal compound. The warmth comes from a simple heat application. You just place a warm towel on your abdomen for 7 minutes before bed. This isn't just for comfort, it's biological. Heat increases blood flow to your small intestine. More blood flow means better movement and faster clearing of trapped gas. This is why many seniors will instinctively place their hands on their stomach when it's uncomfortable. Your body already knows what helps. We are simply going to amplify it. But warmth alone isn't enough. Seniors need a gentle, muscular nudge. It's a movement so subtle, most people don't even consider it exercise. You just lie in bed, and you draw slow circles with your knees. Do 10 in each direction. This stimulates the lower abdominal muscles that support your intestinal movement. Researchers found that this simple motion, when done before sleep, increased nighttime motility by up to 26%. That's enough to significantly reduce the size of your morning bloating. Then comes the herbal support. I'm talking about ginger. Ginger helps increase gastric emptying, but without any harsh stimulation. Seniors who take just a little ginger before bed often experience less morning swelling, reduced acidity, and smoother bowel movements. When you combine this with the warmth and the movement, ginger becomes a powerful night 2 reset, one that prepares your gut for the most important night of all. Night 1, the grand payoff. Night 1 is where the entire cleanse reaches its deepest effect. This night targets your colon, the final part of digestion. It helps your colon release everything it's been holding back. Seniors often underestimate how much their colon affects their entire digestive system. When the colon is sluggish, the small intestine slows down. When the colon is dried out, the stomach has to compensate. When the colon is inflamed, the liver becomes overwhelmed. Night 1 is the corrective night. It's the one that breaks this cycle. Night 1 begins with a specific colon repair food. We're going to use stewed prunes. Not raw prunes, not juice, stewed prunes. Cooking them breaks down the complex sugars. It also concentrates their sorbitol. This is a natural compound that gently draws water into your colon. In seniors, hydration in the colon is the deciding factor between sluggish digestion and smooth elimination. Stewed prunes, taken about 30 minutes before bed, bind water to your colon lining and soften any trapped waste. But night 1 adds something stronger. It's a deep belly breathing technique, one that increases your colon's pressure just enough to encourage movement, but without any strain. You inhale deeply into your belly, hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale slowly. This helps hydrate your colon walls by increasing blood flow. When you combine this with the sorbitol from the stewed prunes, your colon gets everything it needs to release waste efficiently. Night 1 also uses a positional technique. You'll lie on your left side for 20 minutes before you go to sleep. This is not random. Your colon's shape moves upward on the right side and downward on the left. When you lie on your left side, gravity helps your colon move waste toward the rectum, effortlessly. Studies show that seniors who sleep on their left side can reduce morning bloating by 30% and increase their bowel regularity within just a week. Night 1 uses this to its full advantage. When these 5 nights all work together: hydration and motility on night 5, liver cleansing on night 4, bacterial support on night 3, small intestine repair on night 2, and the colon reset on night 1, your gut receives a full, natural restoration. Seniors wake up feeling lighter. Their stomach feels softer. Meals digest without all that pressure. Bathroom habits start to normalize. And the gut finally stops fighting, allowing your body to use its energy for what truly matters. Your gut has never forgotten how to work. It simply needed a reset that matches the biology of aging. A reset built around nighttime repair. A reset designed to support your body instead of forcing it. And now that you understand the science, the next step is simple. Begin with night 5, tonight. Your gut will feel the shift by morning. Before you go, I want to know something that helps me guide you more precisely. Does your discomfort happen more in the morning or in the evening? And does your stomach feel better when you're walking or when you're resting? Your answers tell me exactly which night of this reset will help you the fastest. I'm reading and replying to every comment personally. Your gut is ready to heal. It just needed these 5 nights. If you want your next step, watch the video I've attached right after this one. It explains the 3 specific foods that help seniors rebuild their gut strength the fastest, right after a cleanse. It's the perfect follow-up to what you're starting today.